We'll start with the massive conspiracies. Darius?
Is it me? Okay, well, I sincerely believe this. COVID-19 pandemic was planned by global elites to implement a new world order. I genuinely 100% believe that, and the vaccine doesn't work.
Rick, your head was in your hands.
Where did COVID come from? What, just a wet market in China?
No,
not
a
the
lab, I'm
biological.
sure.
No.
Not the biological weapons lab funded by the Americans that that was around the corner. Because that would be racist to the Chinese to say that.
No.
What's not racist is to say a Chinese man eating a bat caused a worldwide pandemic. That's not racist.
So I agree that I agree with you.
There you go.
That it most likely came from the COVID research facility that they have there. It's called the coronavirus research lab.
Yeah, in Wuhan.
It's called that. All right. I do agree with that. Where did it come from? It comes from us deforestation and us being closer to animals that have fucking these viruses that we wouldn't normally come into contact with, and we're going to see more and more of it. And I believe it was a lab. I don't believe, but there is a research facility there that is the.
Why are we doing that?
Why are we doing that?
Yeah, why are we weaponizing diseases?
I don't.
I gotta have jokes. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
I don't believe. I don't think we know that it's weaponized. I think because it's a research facility and it escaped from. There are leaks all the time from places like that.
Why do I have diseases contained to be like, I'm just playing around with them? Who knows? Because my favorite version of this, it gets super sad, is if you can research the DARP where they ended up with a huge gas reserve in Alaska. And then they were like, capitalism loves selling shit. So you might, because the vaccines did make, which we all hate pharmaceutical companies. They made crazy money. So you're always like, that's a little weird. But you can do some research, which obviously I've done none of it, but I'll just put it on this podcast because it's called Hot Takes. And they ended up with a huge gas reserve in Alaska, and they couldn't get it out effectively financially. So like, who wants this? And the military was like, we would love it. So the military went in, and then they just created a whole bunch of radio satellites and just started firing energy at the ionosphere, which is there's a kind of a magnetic grid that goes around the planet that helps protect us from all these cosmic rays and shit. So they started just firing energy at the ionosphere. And when they asked the scientists, they go, what the fuck are you doing? They're like, I don't know. We're going to see what happens. They're like, why are you doing this? We have no idea. Similar to we're researching whales making noises for no reason. And the guy literally says, he's like, you know how there's surface tension in the water and you poke your finger and it breaks it and you pull it back out? That's what we think will happen. But they had no idea. But that's like, it's bad. You can't just have a kid with a magnifying glass being like, let's mix these diseases and see what happens. Like, we can't. I don't know if it's conspiracy, but we are idiots. And
You think it's idiocy?
No, I don't.
That's
So I don't. What you believe in,
Don't
genuinely.
tell me what I believe in. I'll tell you what I believe in.
What you believe in?
You tell me what you think I believe in. I'll tell you what I believe in.
You believe in a. You do believe in the global conspiracy. You believe in I don't believe that. I believe in the randomness and abject failure of the entire planet as.
You're
Basically.
just gonna. So you're
You
going.
I believe-
in a
believe-
series of coincidences. That's
No.
what you believe
No,
in.
everything.
Convenient.
No, everything.
coincidences.
When you so everything is a series of coincidences. But when you look back
How
at it,
convenient.
it's only when you look back at it looks convenient. Going forward, life is random.
That's not true. That's not true, though.
Going forward,
That's not true because you're saying, oh, looking back at it, people were telling you at the time, this is happening, this is wrong, and this is how this is how it works, right? First of all, the truth will be ridiculed, yeah? Then the truth will be fought against, and finally, we'll look back on the truth and go, everyone knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Of course it is. And that's exactly what you're doing. People were telling you at the time, this won't work, this will be that. And you're, nah. Then you fought against it, and now you're saying, oh, obviously, looking back, it's a convenient, everyone knew it.
But then you say
That's how the truth
then
works.
you say the vaccine doesn't work.
The vaccine doesn't fucking work.
It does.
How many boosters have you had? How you've had the vaccine?
Yeah.
How many times have you caught COVID?
Once.
Well then, did you have the vaccine?
By that point, I don't
Listen,
know.
everyone who's had the vaccine got COVID. It didn't work.
It does work though.
It didn't work.
It does work because it
Didn't
doesn't
work.
work. It doesn't work how you
Didn't
think
work.
it works.
Okay.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work how you
like
think.
it doesn't work how a vaccine's meant to work.
No. It's different types of
Could
vaccine.
you like chuck in a dick joke or something?
Oh, okay, sorry. Fucking.
I made it too serious.
Hot takes, not
No.
rants. Ooh.
No, but the rants are better. But this is
That bit,
there's
cut
this,
that bit.
no. You keep this
No,
bit.
that's
But this
definitely
is
kept in.
this is the thing because you always think about like what's happening, and the other one that if you want to get because thinking somebody's in control gives you some comfort. But my one's always like they already own the financial system. None of us, we're all here doing bullshit we don't want to do. So I weirdly am relieved by that because they already have all the control and power they need. So for them to co-opt a weird bullshit giant pandemic, they already have all the control of everything. So they're already like.
Also, there's a
I
flu.
don't-
Wait, you wanted jokes? Okay.
There's
Well,
a
what
flu
are you saying?
There's a flu vaccine
Yeah.
that everyone gets, and it's still
Nobody
and
gets
it's still
that.
flu.
Listen, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. I think COVID was manufactured. And I genuinely believe it, and in order to erode our rights, erode civil liberties, and make it easier and more amenable for people to fall in line and do what they're told to facilitate other people making a lot of money and controlling the world. Why is the World Economic Forum, unelected people, able to direct, build back better, great reset? Why are they able to do? Who gave them this authority? From where did this come? Who gives them this power? And now people are like, well, obviously, and we're not allowed to, even if we question, we're like, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. It's not, it's a good look, they're saying what they're going to do, and it's happening. And then you're like, oh, yeah, but it's not a thing. It's not such a simple thing as, it's because like our rights have been eroded. We have less rights now that we've come out of the
But
pandemic.
was that because they deliberately released the vaccine, the COVID
virus.
to do that, or they just took the opportunity?
Oh, I don't. I'm listening. I don't. Either way, it happened. I don't know. Maybe.
That's my
maybe.
favorite because I always have some conviction. I realize like I don't really know what's
I
going
don't
on. But that's what I feel.
Yeah,
That's what I feel.
don't know
I'm
what
not
I'm
a
talking
total
about. All I know though is there's a lot of bitches that didn't stand up to it when they should have stood up to it. And that's what I know.
So I think this, but I like people like you who didn't get the vaccine.
Didn't get the vaccine,
Yeah,
baby.
I
got
everyone-
no fear of myocarditis, dropping down dead like Ben Sheridan, BBC News reporter, 32 years old, just dropped down dead suddenly. No one knows why.
But it is a weird one that people did previously
But
die
no, but-
randomly.
but you-
Not young,
said-
man. So
you
many
said-
young
you said-
people just dropping down dead suddenly, and everyone's like, and what's interesting now, before people would drop down dead, and they'd always be like, oh, he died from an overdose.
They'd figure it out, and they'd be like random death syndrome.
Yeah,
Like,
now
real
they just
convenient.
said, oh, I just suddenly died. Oh, and everyone's like, oh, just suddenly died. That's all right. Just like head in the sand. Look, maybe the vaccine did work, but over such a large scale of everyone getting a thing, there's going to be a percent of people who's going to get side effects. And some of them are going to be deaf. Some of them are going to be myocarditis. And those were completely...
My dick got bigger, so I don't know. I don't know what side effects you got. So I got
mate, I
the good ones.
appreciate
There we go. That was a side effect they don't talk about enough.
Well, that could,
It's got better
erection.
Fucking hell, you need some.
That'd be great at the
That
after
would've been a
segment.
great-
You need some Kellogg's.
Oh, hey, okay, we
That'd
brought it
be
back. We
original
brought it back to
content.
dick jokes. I got us there, okay?